Whoosh. Top morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Dekku had the powers of the Infinity Shield? Like Infinite Shield. Yeah, and yeah. So, in this What If, Zuko is gonna be so powerful, like for defense and offense. So, or the power that this in this alternate version it has is way powerful than All for One and One for All and every quirk. And it's a power. But he can boost it up to skills if he wants to. Yeah, I said scales, like in... Yeah. So, let's begin. I'm also adding zooming to this what if so that the... like I always do. And she will be the canon version of Zuko. But instead of quirkless, it's with a quirk of fire manipulation. So, let's begin. And Zuko and Zumi were born. The and yeah, at age 3, they had some friends. One of them was Himigo Toga. And she had a giant crush on him. And in this alternate timeline, she isn't crazy at all. Because I'm removing the that like how the quirk is making her crazy. I just removed like the crazy part that makes her go want for blood thing. So let's begin. So yeah. And Bakugo and Todoroki. That's their friends. So Toga, Bakugo, and Todoroki were their friends. And Toga loves him no matter what. So, yeah. She didn't care if he was like quirkless or anything. She even told him that. So, yeah. So, as the age of 4 came around, or at age of 4, the Quark Doctor, or Inko brings Zumi and Zuko to the Quark Doctor. And, yeah. He looked at Zumi first and tells her that she has a quirk. And she's happy about it. And so he looks over at Zuko. You do not have a quirk. Quirk Doctor says to Zuko as he is all sad. How can his sister get a quirk and I don't? Maybe I'm a special one. No need to brag. But besides, No matter what will happen, I'll always be your brother, no matter what. You know, that's true. As she smiles at him. And plus, Inko and the Asashis is like, yep. Um, so Zuko goes to the Quark doc, or no, the Quarkless school. So he doesn't see Toga, Himiko Toga, because she goes to UA. So, and she wants to spend time with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend thing. No matter what. So, but then at age of 5, Inko and Sashi finally pulled the trigger. What do I mean by that? They abandon him. So, yeah. So, Inko's or Sashi told him that he has no part of this family anymore. And she's like embarrassed. And she's so like depressed. I'm trying to find a picture of him being all depressed. Oh, here it is. So he lives on the streets, away from, yeah. He was sleeping. So he goes to not to UA, but to the Quarkless school. Everybody makes fun of him. Or actually be friends with him, actually. That they're Quarkless, so, And there's a new type entering into this world that they don't know about. It is through Zuko, Midoriya. So, yeah. And that new type that I'm talking about is abilities. The abilities in this What If is almost similar to a quirk, but it goes through the entire body. So basically, think about it as his body is a quirk. Yeah. So basically, he's indestructible. Nothing can penetrate it. Not a sword, hammer, nothing. So yeah. A time skip to 15. Where during all that time, Zuko, it goes back and forth to living on the streets and then going to school. Living on the streets, then going, yeah. So, but he was super smart. He was done with all of his homework before. Like, he had so much free time in the classroom that even because he did all the projects in every classroom when he was living on streets. So he got A plus 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 on all of them. So they're like, okay. They're like, hey, you need to have some relaxed time. So, yeah. So he like hangs out. Because he already did the test without him even knowing it. And he's even got 100% on it. He didn't even cheat once. That's CHEAT. Like how cheat codes on a game. But Zuko did not cheat. He did it for reals. So, now 15, he's like, because he's no longer called Midoriya, or he's not even evolved around the Midoriya family anymore. He's just there. He's not even like... And he didn't... but he did notice that because he didn't, like, grow a beard during all that time. Because normally, when you're like 5 years old and getting older, usually there's whiskers or like beard forms, like them on your face as a man. So, yeah. So Zuko ends up noticing that, and everyone else is too, even including the teachers. Like, yeah. Did you shave or no? Look through my backpack, and as they look through his backpack, and there is no shaver, no creamer, no, nothing. Wow. So you don't have the cleaning your honey thing. But why do you smell so, like, perfect? To be honest, I don't know. So, yeah. But, public announcement. Do not do this in real life. Because you'll end up with a beard and smelling really bad. This is going to be for just entertainment purposes. Please enjoy the rest of this What If. So now we'll get back to this regular scheduled program. So, with that out of the way, yeah. So they gave him toothbrush and toothpaste and that stuff. Anyways, so, and some fresh pair of clothes. So, yeah. So Zumi goes to UA. And she's in class 1A. And she also got one for all. So, yeah. As Sashi and the Sashi and Inko are so proud of her, and supports her for it. Ezuku's like, and as some people give him a nickname of Dekku Dropper. Yeah. Or Dekku Shield. That's what his name is. Okay? Because they called him that since... Yeah. And... Yeah, Zuko was now called Dekku Shield. You know, basically... Yeah. So... Yeah, and he's indestructible. Too. So his powers, he doesn't just have one power. He has 3, actually. Infinity, Zero, and forgot to mention that. And Shield. So basically, he can take attacks through his entire body. So, let's continue. The Infinity, the Zuko was sleeping on a road, or not on a road, but on the side of a road. In the hallway. As he hears, "It's time for you to die, pro hero." As Zuko looks up, or he woke up as he looks over, because he was so blended in his power, he had a box over him, like blanket. As he gets up, right before her, Hero Killer Stain was coming in as Tenya's brother was prepared to get impaled. But then out of nowhere, the guy gets, or as Zuko gets stabbed instead. But the blade broke on contact with his skin. What? As Hero Killer Stain says to, how did this kid get out of... He's like, You disturbed, or both of you disturbed me from my nap, or from my sleep, so now, as he turns around, he looks at Hero Killer Stain. As Hero Killer Stain's body froze, it's telling Hero Killer Stain to run. As he's prepared to go again, as he throws daggers again, as they all broke again, as they're like, what just happened? Why are you... Come on, quit toying with me, you jerk. As Zuko grabs, as he walks fast, he grabs Hero Killer Stain, slams him on the ground, as he lifts his hand up, and he slams it down, with enough force, as Hero Killer Stain spewed blood from his mouth, his eyes, and his nose. and his ears, because the force of the impact was, as he says, all right, that was only a single punch. As he grabs Hillerstein, as Tenya's brother was not injured at all, so he turned around. So you're a pro hero, I heard. And take him, and as he tosses Hillerstein, take him and just get out of here. The rest of you were bothering me, so as he goes back to sleep. With a... Yeah. As Zuko's inside of his head, or actually Tenya, his brother, took him took the hero killer stain to the how will I put this? To the hospital, or no, to the authorities. But inside of his mind, he says, those knives should have impaled him. But he just broke on impact. So, yeah. So, and during all this time, I forgot to mention, during all this time, All for One had super interest in Zuko Midoriya. As every time he thinks about him, about Zuko, he's like, as Quark Doctor says, what's so funny? Well, you know, I have this feeling that there's a new power is coming to this world. I want to take it and make it my own. What kind of new power are we talking about? Well, it's called the abilities. As the only person that knows what abilities are is All for One. And because he read about them in stories of these guys have supernatural abilities that could conjure up earth, fire, air, or anything. It's basically like Quark. So, yeah. So then Zuko, there were, as Mountain Lady says, there's a lot of not even a single crime active. Like, as the crime rate went down to 0. Like, what's going on? Did any of you know? Hold on. Okay, make sure. Okay. So, yeah. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I don't know. Yeah. As I'm trying to find, no, not that. So, no, here it is. This one. So, she's like, is it just me? Is it just me, or was it a crime rate went down a lot last couple of days? Maybe you're right. Something is going on. Maybe the villains decided to give up being a villain. Yeah. If that's so, why haven't we seen any villains on the streets? Like, they normally, like, show up and then they cause crime. But there's nothing. Well, Zuko... no. So, let's pause it for a minute. And pause this story real quick. So, you, audience, and me, we know that who's doing this. All for One commanded all the villains, like high villains, to not cause any crime because there's a new power source or new power is coming to this world. But they don't know that. They're just... So, yeah. So the villains are waiting patiently for this new power source. And so, let's continue. So, yeah, Mountain Lady says that to them, and yeah, they basically so they're like trying to figure out why is this going on. So after the time skip to All for One versus All Might. All Might was down, but not out. Of course, All for One says to All Might, "Can't wait to see this is gonna be a brand new day, or a brand new thing that will enter into this world." Or should I say, it's already here. What are you talking about? Oh, haven't you heard? There's a new power coming to this world. Oh, I'm gonna find that stupid image. Here we go. There. So, yeah. So, All for One went full kamikaze. Like, he told All Might that he will not be able to live to see it. So, yeah. How long has this video been? Okay. So, please wait for part 2 to be filmed. So, sorry, this is a cliffhanger. And peace out, y'all.